So, tell me about Brumbley. Who are you, Brumbley? What do you like to do?
Me, Brumbley, I am like this really crucial person inside, but just to hide that, I kind of act nice around Santa, but when it comes to doing other stuff, I get a little sneaky.
Sneaky how?
Like, say this. They're making friends. I like to lick all the candy canes and put them in their stockings. Maybe even give them a little coal. But that's between you and me.
Nice. So you'll do that to the other elves or to the kids?
Like, I'll do it to the kids. Like, I'll mess up all the kids' toys. But when the elves are making stuff, I'll secretly mess up their machines so they won't be able to do it. My plan was to ruin Christmas, but someone is always watching everything I try to do.
Do you think that could be Santa?
Not Santa. Santa's always busy checking the list twice and seeing if they're naughty or nice.
So why do you want to ruin Christmas?
Because I want to give them a taste of if you had really bad parents, like how they acted or their childhood or how you were treated, maybe give them a little taste of your childhood.
Whoa, that's a deep subject, Mr. Brumbley. So what is it you do at Santa's workshop?
Well, my main job is to make sure everyone's doing what they're supposed to be doing.
Ooh, so you're like a supervisor.
Yes, I'm kind of like a spy.
For Santa?
Yes, but when it comes to giving speeches, I have to do everything perfect because Santa's always watching.
Oh man, that's Santa. So what's your job title? What do they call you?
Never thought about this. Well, I guess it really depends what they're thinking.
Really? So you think they have multiple names for you?
Yes, like some.
I know on your resume it says Chief Inspector. So is that how you can go anywhere in the place and decide what?
I can go anywhere in the place and decide what I want to do, where I want to do it, and how I want to do it.
Wow. And talk to me about this stable fudge.
Well, the reindeer make a big mess. And then Sneaky Elf always gets it and pretends and puts it in a pan and makes it smell good with scents he has. And maybe even sometimes he puts sprinkles on them to taunt people.
So he offers them this fudge.
And sometimes some elves even fall for it. What dummies.
Now, tell me about Happy the Elf. Like, what was the incident?
Happy the Elf, he was too busy looking at somebody, doing what he does best. Happy stuff like dancing, writing nice notes for other kids, even kind of doing Santa's job. But he was beside the conveyor belt, and he was going to put a note in like a little basket with a bunny, kind of like Easter stuff, but like just a toy. And he reached over and his sleeve caught in the conveyor thing, the conveyor belt, and it kind of sucked his arm down in, and it like cut his arm off a little bit, and after that he kind of became like me. I appreciate that, but sometimes not so much.
Now, what does Happy do now?
Happy, he just sits in a corner and writes notes to himself about why he was so stupid that time.
Does he keep the name Happy, or did he give it a name?
He got a new name. I just can't remember what that name was.
You just don't care enough, right?
No,
About
honestly, the only person I care about is me and my job.
And how long have you been at the North Pole?
I've been at the North Pole for 9,900 years.
Wow. And have you been in the same job all the time?
No, I do multiple jobs.
Wow.
My first job, of course, as I said, in my records, I was a stable worker. But then Santa thought I was more advanced and moved me up.
Wow. Wow.
So I didn't have to do all that, like, you need to listen to that, you need to do that. Well, I'm your boss, so you have to listen to me, all that stuff.
So when you were in the stable, did you fall for Sneaky the Elf's tricks?
Well, I went to eat one, but then the smell caught off and it's like his stuff to make him smell good kind of shut down.
And do you intend to stay at Santa's workshop for the rest of your life?
No. I imagine, well, this is what I want to do. I want to find a nice girl, maybe head on vacation and ditch Santa.
So where is a nice vacation for an elf after living at the North Pole?
A nice vacation for an elf would have been Hawaii, but Hawaii got...
Lava?
Yes, lava.
Oh my gosh!
So now we're just gonna go maybe steal a cruise ship.
Ooh, a cruise ship.
And go on a honeymoon.
Nice! And let me think, and do you have questions for Brumbley?
Have you ever met the Grinch?
The Grinch is my most favorite fruit.
I thought you sounded a lot like him. What do you and the Grinch do together?
No, actually. Well, sort of. After he left to go steal those presents, I went around his house. He had all the things I liked. And when he came back, we had a blast. We did all these mean stuff to the Who's and everything. Like we took all their food, their presents, obviously, and all their passionate belongings.
Wow. And what do you think? Do you like Max the dog?
Max the dog is okay. Sometimes I think he feels like Happy Elf. Like a little too happy. But then other times he's like, wanna play? Wanna play? Wanna play? Like, he will non-stop talking.
Wow. I never knew that of Max. So, how do you train to be an elf? Were you born into the profession?
Yes, I was born into the profession. My dad was head elf, and my mom was the elf that teaches other elves, like the school elf.
Oh.
And my dad got so mad that Santa fired him, and then my mom had to leave, and then they both went out and left me.
They left you. They abandoned you at Santa's workshop.
Yes.
Wow. No wonder.
Yes, no wonder I don't have any manners. Who needs those these days anyway?
Any other questions? Okay, so now I have some questions for Jenna. Can you get her back? Okay. So Jenna, how old are you?
I am 10 years old and live in Warren.
Live in Warren. And when did you join the academy?
I joined the academy. Like, my sister was trying out for this new one for the junior troupe, and I was like, hey, I could do that. So I tried out and I got the part that I wanted, and I got third. 2 people were ahead of me. Yes. And Casey was the last one to go into the competitive troupe.
So Casey got a set up a little higher than she
Yes.
thought she'd get.
She's like, my dancing is so bad. And I'm like, you don't need to worry, it's just a dance.
No.
And she's like, my song probably boosted me up. And my monologue.
So what did you do? What do you think set you apart in your audition?
In my audition, I think like it's kind of the same, but like I wanted to be like more advanced than her.
Ooh, so a little rivalry there.
And then like I looked at the camera and only had to redo it like twice. And she's over here like, do it again. I wasn't looking at the camera. You gotta smile.
Oh, so she helped.
Well, I was kind of the one doing her, but she's like, no, you gotta do this.
What a kind sister. That was very nice. So I know from watching your audition that your acting was incredible. You just went for it. You didn't have any fear, and that really impressed me. You did a great job.
I know.
You know, that's my girl. So when you got into class, those first few days, what was it like for you?
I was like, we got our monologues, but the first time we went around, kind of talked with each other, did some theater stuff, we warmed up, and like the next time we had our monologues and we were going to say them, and I went up there and I just froze. I didn't know what to say.
Oh no, you know that happens to every actor, right?
Yes, every actor has at least one or more fears.
Yeah, it's hard putting yourself out there. Can you tell me about your different teachers that you work with in the junior competitive troupe?
Hannah, she is our warm-up coach. Like, we do a warm-ups, we practice our dances.
That's called choreography. So that's your dance coach.
Yes.
Yeah.
I choreography coach.
There you go. And like I know she makes you guys warm up and work out. So tell me about that rehearsal.
We usually do like burpees and then like crunches, and we like stretch our legs out.
And it's all set to music. And why do you think you do all that?
To like maybe feel a little bit more confident about herself, or to like take the pressure off of what you're gonna do, and to kind of be like loosened up, so you're not so like right up.
Absolutely. And the other reason she does it is the moves get progressively harder the better you get.
And she does step by step by step to help us learn it.
So all of those exercises keep your body strong enough to do what she's going to have you do. Then who do you see? Who's your voice coach?
I don't remember his name.
Oh, Mr. Joe's going to be hurt. Okay, Mr. Joe.
Mr. Joe, he's our singing coach that we do Marshmallow World with. We had no idea we were going to do that. And then we're like, come on, marshmallow time. And we went over and got our papers and started singing. Everyone was fighting over which chair they wanted to sit down in to sing. But he's like, nope, stand up. We're going to do this.
And why did he tell you to stand up, do you think?
Maybe so we're not all crouched down and talking like this.
Yeah, your voices sound better when you can get
And
air.
when you're standing up, you can kind of like move.
Right? And then that Miss Chuck, what's she like when you do acting?
She's like really fun with us. She helps us get all our stuff together. She helps us conquer our fears when we're performing our speech. Helps us feel like it when we are on stage performing. She has everybody there watching, and they all give good advice or what you need to practice on.
Yeah, your classmates are really helpful, aren't
Yeah.
they?
And she's always positive about what you're doing.
Oh, thank you. Now, tell me, what is your goal for spring semester? So you know, next semester we're having another class, and we're having a whole nother performance. And you guys are gonna be able to pick anybody in the world that you want to do a monologue or a scene about. Do you have any in mind yet?
I have one in mind.
Who's that?
like Hermione from Harry Potter.
Oh, cool. That will be fun. Because since the spring show is that competition, we can do anything we want. So that sounds very exciting. And why do you like acting?
Because it gives me a chance to like use up all that energy that I have, and like because I'm always like saying stuff at home, like doing all that, dancing, and theater is like all those combined together.
Yes. And you know what else? I think you particularly have an incredibly vivid imagination, and I think you like to pour that into characters. I've seen you bring a lot.
I like to make characters like stand out to people and like recognize them more.
Nice. And what do you think, okay, if you were Jenna looking at Brumbley, what do you think about him?
I would be like, that guy seems like he doesn't have any manners, or he didn't have his morning coffee. Definite.
And what advice would you give Mr. Brumbley if you could?
I say, hey, you can use my coffee maker. And maybe like give him a mask or something with a smiley face to like keep all of his emotions inside and kind of like show it on the outside.
Oh.
Give him positive notes.
Nice. You think positive notes would help him overcome his anger?
Maybe. Most of the time when you give him papers, he just crumbles them up and throws them away.
He's hard, isn't he? He's a really hard guy. And would you like to work in Santa's workshop? As Jenna?
Maybe. I'm not real good at doing toys.
Would you like to be the performer at Santa's workshop?
Maybe.
That would be cool, right?
I haven't exactly been in that many people, but I know what it feels like from my past doing Mary Poppins.
Oh, yes. Was that your first show?
Yes.
Oh, nice. And you got through auditions for that, obviously.
Yes. I was part of the ensemble.
Awesome. And how old were you when you did that?
9.
9. 8.
9, 8, somewhere between.
Somewhere.
I got 8.
All right. Well, thank you for this interview. You have been a fabulous subject. Anything you'd like us to know about you that I haven't asked?
I do have a lot of friends at school.
You do?
Yes.
Awesome.
And I'm like this psycho crazy girl.
Are you just not afraid to be yourself at all times? Is that what you
No,
mean?
I'm never afraid.
Nice. I am so proud of you for that. That's a good lesson to start early with. All right. Awesome.
Just so you know, come see the Christmas Cabaret at Theaters.
All right. December 7th, 8 p.m. Doors open at 7.